Hello everyone, welcome in. I'm AmandaPanda, welcome to my stream. And we are here with my lovely guests for a very fun thing that I don't do as often here. It is a one-shot RPG. You might have seen me do a Honey Heist, that one-shot RPG. That was very fun. So we decided to do it again for the Violet Daisy campaign for You Don't Meet in a Tavern RPG supplement. So hopefully y'all will enjoy this and go check that out currently on Gamefound. I just put the links into the chat. So as you know, I'm AmandaPanda. Let's go around and introduce everybody. Leland.
Hello, I'm Leland Steel. I'll be the game master for today. I'm part of the Incursible Party podcast. We're a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play show, of which I also GM for that as well.
Yes, I was like, who can I get for GM? And Leland was like, awesome. Holy, awesome group Batman. Thank you. Hi, Slivers. And Cosmic Beat, welcome in. And then we have, of course, AnnaMaria, the head of Violet Daisy Games. That is not your command. How are you doing, AnnaMaria?
I'm doing well. I'm excited to get a chance to play. You know, I've been working on this book for probably 3 or 4 years. So, and I've got to play some of these prompts, but this one's probably one of my favorites.
Awesome. And you'll hear a little bit more about it in just a few minutes. AJ says, no stealing Leland from us. I am only borrowing him, okay?
The loner, Leland.
Yeah, it's loner. And look, he has like sleeves on and everything. So he's totally not the same
that's
person.
true. I thought about the sleeveless, but maybe that's a second showing kind of attire, I think.
If you don't know, there is a thing where Leland does not like sleeves. So yeah.
That's why I have the handy sweater to pull on over my tank.
Exactly. Next up, we have Shea Parker.
Hello. I'm happy to be here.
Can you tell everyone a little bit about who you are and what you do in the industry?
Sure thing. I primarily talk about games on YouTube. I have my own channel, RTFM, where I teach complicated games and try to make it entertaining and as, concise as possible. So I teach games like Twilight Imperium and Gloomhaven, trying to keep the length of those videos down while also making it entertaining in the process. I also cover games on Rahdo's channel and do like Kickstarter previews and stuff like that. And I work with a company called Above Board, which is a newer channel which is all about board game sketch comedy and like big sort of stunt kind of things. Like we went scuba diving and played an underwater board game with sharks. Stuff like that.
Cool.
They also went and played a game on a live volcano, or an active volcano, or specifically on the lava flow of an active volcano. It's pretty wild.
It was crazy. It was crazy, y'all.
It's a shark. Yeah. Love that.
Yeah. Welcome in, Gamer Artist Guy, and Cosmic Beat streaking, 15 stream streak. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. And last but definitely not least, it is Joe Sondow.
Hi, I'm Joe. I stream on my Twitch channel on Mondays with Ambi Rona, 2-player escape room type puzzle games. And I am working on learning some game development skills to make some video games that I will be streaming.
Yes, and if you see him stand up and dance and there's no music, it's all in his head. No, I'm just kidding. He's listening to himself, but it's to prevent migraines.
My advice is dance to the music in your head, everyone.
There you go. Yes.
Like everyone's watching.
No shame.
There's no music.
Exactly.
It reduces my migraine risk from streaming to exercise periodically while I stream. But with this number of people and this type of stream, I decided maybe to keep the music to myself this time.
I did, fan. So yes, AnnaMaria, can you tell us a little bit about the scenario that has gone out? Y'all can see it on the Gamefound page. But we are where?
We are at a spin and sip. If you've ever done one of those events where you go and you get to paint a picture and drink at the same time, this is the Gnome equivalent of that. So we will be doing pottery tonight in a special little workshop. and getting to drink a little luscious mead and eat some muffins at the same time.
That's awesome. If you look at the Violet Daisy social media, which you should, because I'm running it, so it's a lot of hard work. So go look at it and like it, please. Shameless plug, but do it. But you would have seen the lovely art of the outside of this Gnome Pottery class, which was very nice. And do you know who wrote it off the top of your head?
Who wrote it or who drew? I wrote it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So all the prompts are mine. The scenarios that'll be in the second book are all from guest authors. So we have 75 plus prompts for all sorts of, you can go horror, you can go hilarious like this, you can go super wholesome, or just really standard. I won't say standard fantasy because I don't feel like anything is standard fantasy, but we do have a wake up in a fairy glen, hey, what happened sort of thing. And then the scenarios range from super puzzly to just straight up kind of, oh shit, there's ghosts in here kind of thing. And it's definitely a range. If you're looking for a particular aesthetic, you will find it. So yeah, the artist with oh, go ahead.
I wanted to ask what are 2 other examples of prompts, because I've heard this one a few times, but I don't know the range.
So we've got some body switching. We've got artifacts that are enchanted to bring everyone together. We've got some mistaken identity. We've got a couple of different types of events that you might attend. For example, a game night, that you just happen to wander into. A little bit, like I said, it is a little bit of everything. I was talking to someone this week, and they said it sounds like it's every place that you could go and meet people. And yes, that's it. You can meet people there. At your grocery store, market. At work. So if you have to have a day job because you're a bad adventurer. So
this is not just an example of ways to meet at the beginning of a dungeon. It's also just how to meet people.
Yes.
If you're having some issues,
Yeah.
It is. I actually only kind of. Someone pointed that out recently to me as well, and I think because I started this in 2020, I was thinking about and I'd moved, so I moved from where I lived across the entire country during 2020. So we were not allowed to see anybody, but we didn't know anybody anyway. So I think somewhere in my head, I was like, okay, once this is done, where the heck am I going to find friendly faces?
So it's a good little, I guess, tool as well. If you if you're lonely, you want to meet people, you can role play to practice how you say hi and say I'm a so and so, and that'd be fun too. But then don't tell people you're I'm a rogue. Hello. I don't think they would understand that.
Want to see my knives?
Yeah.
Just go up to someone in Starbucks I think this cursed mask will make us switch bodies.
I was gonna say, a very funny story. Emma, my partner, and I met by switching bodies. It was just crazy. A little confusing. We figured out how to get back, but yeah.
Kind of romantic.
Great icebreaker.
I love that. Oh, gosh. I'm going to do something real quick. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, Shay. Give me 1 second. Okay. So I just popped a black box over your face, but
so rude.
I know. I'm sorry. But I'm going to give it over to our game master. If you see above our names, we have the name of our character, and we're going to start this is basically, we're using the prompt that was supplied on the Gamefound, and Leland was amazing. We are not using a system. We have created our own characters out of thin air, whatever from the prompt or whatever went through your head. And we all have a little bit of a backstory, which I absolutely love. And I don't know what Leland's going to do, so it's going to be fun to see this chaos, and I hope you all enjoy as well. These prompts in You Don't Meet in a Tavern can be used with any system, and it can be used mainly in the beginning, but I feel like it can also be used in the end or anything else. And then just another shameless plug, we have another game coming soon called Epilogue from Violet Daisy Games that could be used at the end of your RPG session. So there you go. I'm gonna stop talking and give it to Leland, our game master.
Thank you very much. I mean, it's awesome to thank you for the invite, and I'm really excited about the book. I am definitely a backer. I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on the final product, and I'm excited to showcase what the book can do with or without a system, as we're going to see how it turns out right now. Okay. So it's Make and Mead night at JingleBerry TaterTot's Pottery Shop, which is located across from the very, very empty tavern where nobody goes to meet each other at all. But it's an incredibly popular monthly class that always sells out. The local townsfolk of Shiverton, they gather to try their hand at the pottery wheel and to enjoy a taste testing of Old Lady Wardle's latest batch of artisanal mead and her cheesy bloomberry muffins. But not just the locals show up. The word of the pottery shop has certainly traveled far. Some of you may be out-of-towners. I guess we'll find out soon. But many out-of-towners do come to Shiverton to attend the classes. TaterTots has been operating for only a few months, though, just under a year. But in that short amount of time, this monthly event has brought a sense of community to Shiverton, which is actually named for the cold shoulder its residents often give each other. In fact, the event has added such a missing piece to the town that even Old Lady Wardle herself is petitioning to change the town's name to Warmington. So it's definitely having a significant impact on the community here in Shiverton. So those signed up for the class, they begin to arrive and they filter into the shop. And JingleBerry, she greets everybody individually as they arrive. She's quite tall for a gnome. She's got rosy red cheeks, kind of these crescent-shaped glasses that she wears right on the tip of her nose, and always with a warm smile. And you can see, like, as the four of you kind of arrive around the same-ish time, she's already donned her canvas apron, which is embroidered with the shop's logo, which is just a clay pot overflowing with crispy-looking tater tots.
Ooh, yum.
So each of you, this would be a great time as JingleBerry is, meeting and greeting for each of you to introduce your characters. Why don't we start with AnnaMaria?
Well, I'm Dandelion Iron Daughter. I come from the Iron Mountain. I'm from the Iron Founder family. And this is my first pottery night. And I'm just here because I want to find a new hobby. That's all.
Excellent. Amanda?
This is my fifth time here. I'm here to finish a cup that I started last time. But I'm Mary McPanda Vimport. I am. I think she just realized what I did.
Now I get it.
I am a magic user. I have a special ability that if I need to rewind time, I just flip a table. Now, how long I can rewind depends on the table. So I have a small table just in case we mess up on our pottery that I can flip so that I can redo parts of, the pottery. But if we need something big, then, I'll need help to flip a bigger table. But that's who I am. And James says, how big is it? Flip that table. I always keep a small one just in case, we need to go back in time a few minutes.
Did you bring a small table with you?
I did. I brought a very small table with me. So
So what is the ratio of table size to number of seconds?
Well, this would be
approximation.
This would be about 5 minutes, I think. Normally,
whoa,
that
is a great return on
I have a really tiny one. I have a really tiny one that sometimes I'll wear on my earrings and stuff just in case. But it all
you accidentally turn back time.
It does, which is why I didn't bring it. Yeah, exactly. Or I jump and then suddenly I'm a minute behind again, and I'm like, oh, dang, damn it. So I brought the one that, is a little bit bigger. I'll try not to flip the pottery tables because then we might go back a day. So
the wheels are the pottery wheels are probably a little heavy. I'm really glad that we start right away with the game breaking abilities. We may as well just get them right out of the way. We'll be able to just start real strong.
Well,
I like the idea of wanting to flip tables so much that you have the earrings just to flick them just when you're mad.
Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe I should start that as a side, way to
You
make
could really
money
use
on
a
the side.
30-second cooldown if you get worked up every so often. I think a lot of
Exactly.
people could benefit from. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Also, please, ignore the ears. I accidentally put Rocky Mountain oysters instead of Eye of Newt, and so I can't. These ears popped up. I have to wait like another 2 days, in order to, for them to go away. So, that's why they're here.
Were they supposed to be?
They were supposed to be
another
panda
animal?
ears, and they turned out
They
to be
came out
cow
cow.
ears, and it's very annoying.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
So Rocky Mountain oyster is to cow as I am Newt is to panda. Then that's
I don't know. That's what the recipe told me.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
That's perfect. Joe, how about you next?
Hi, I'm Carrie. I'm a clay golem. I was created by a wizard to help her move last year, and I came to Pottery Night because I want to make friends. Literally.
Any friends? Anybody?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
You can make
I
friends.
figured if I was made because the wizard needed a clay person to help carry things, then maybe I can do the same thing.
Oh, you can
Excellent.
Are you going to make
That's
really
good.
small friends, or are you going to make pieces of a
It's-
friend that you will later assemble?
This is my first time. I don't know how it works. Obviously, play it by ear and see. I don't understand like the rules about how much clay you get and stuff. So, but I'm also not particular about that sort of thing. I'm not too worried about how big they are. I don't need to move. I've been just kind of hanging out. The wizard moved to this wizard tower and left me with her discarded stuff that she didn't want to bring, and Mary thought I should come with her to this pottery class.
Yeah,
And I was
the wizard wasn't a
that
good
sounds good.
roommate. I had to kick her out. So yeah. So, well, I mean, she left poor Carrie, after making them do all this hard, back-breaking work for them, moving all the, the big cauldrons and stuff, and it was just like very rude. So I was like,
I don't mind. I mean, it's what I was made for. It's good.
good.
I just
good work.
I mean, it was nice of her to like let me have my own thoughts.
Oh, that's true.
That was she didn't have to do that.
I might have
was okay with
slipped
that.
something into her brew. So
Oh, is that what it was?
yeah, probably.
That's what happened to the Eye of Newt.
Exactly. And she replaced it with
That
I
makes
get
more
it
sense.
now.
The
That
label's
makes
swapped.
sense.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's how you met your roommate. The swapped
Yeah.
label. I mean, it's a whole.
It's a whole
whole thing.
Inception thing.
Mary,
That's-
you are the one who gave me a mind.
I did.
You let me.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. And she gave me ears.
Thank you.
She gave me cow ears. So it was a good trade,
I think
have to say.
that's a fair trade. Yeah, that's a good
fair
trade.
yeah.
Wow, Mary, you're really killing it on the exchange rates here, no matter what medium you're dealing
Right.
in. And last but not least, Shea.
Hi, I'm Thistle Whistle. JingleBerry's my mom. And so, Thistle Whistle was here first. Like, everyone, came in with her, so everyone saw him. And he's been tinkering. Like, he's got a little robot arm kind of thing going on. And it's sort of, he's fiddling with that. I was like, I got to be here because, we couldn't find a sitter. Not that I need a sitter. Like, I'm 14. I don't need whatever. So I'm just working on my project for tinkering class, and I think this can make some pottery for me. That's what I'm going for. And then while he's talking about that, he sees as old lady Wardle is bringing in the mead, and his eyes are like, he wants some of that. That's why he's really here.
so you're in the gnome camp of wanting to outsource your hobbies to AI, basically. Like you don't want to make your own pottery. You want to like make.
Well,
a
no,
robot
it's
that does it for you.
well, it's more that I'm going to be controlling these arms, and they're going to be willing pottery, so that I can have basically a second set of arms. That's the idea anyway. If I can do that, then I can eventually make like a whole like suit, and then I can be taller. Because like so much, JingleBerry is tall for a gnome. I am short for a gnome. So I whatever. I maybe want to just be as big as the normal size people. So I'm just working on that.
Is there really an extra set of arms if your original arms are busy working the extra set? I mean, these are the conversations that I think JingleBerry and you probably had multiple times.
Yeah. It's like, look, I just want to have a better set of arms, okay? I don't know why you need to really, I don't know why you need to come down on me like this. It's not like it's your, I don't tell you how to spin a pot or anything, whatever.
Well, I don't know why you can't make them out of clay.
I've told you this. When you make a machine out of clay, it doesn't move well with the hinges and the pivots. They don't work. It's gonna break. Okay, you gotta make it out of metal. Look, not everything has to be made of clay.
I'm tired of having this conversation with you.
Yeah, me too.
Please take your seat. And obviously, there's a little bit of nepotism going on with this class. The sold out class every month. That the TaterTots get to show up when they want. Okay, so you all kind of started to crowd it, and the shop is quite spacious, but also kind of cozy, maybe a little cluttered, right? Because it's not just a place to teach, but also to sell, right? What is created. There's, yellow walls flecked with this mosaic of different colored clay and mud splatters from past lessons. And a gentle warmth fills the space from the pre-fired kiln in the far corner. You see immediately upon entering, chairs and pottery wheels are arranged in kind of loose circles around the shop, like in loose little groupings, about half a dozen or so. Each station does have a folded name card on it, very personalized, indicating where everybody is to be seated. So the four of you have been grouped together with two others, and they've kind of already taken their seats. You see an older human. He's kind of hunched, even in his chair, hunched over on a cane. He's got gray and white frazzled hair sticking out from either side of his head and mostly from his ears. In addition to him, there's a younger looking like red dragonborn. He's kind of got muted coloring, wearing very baggy clothing, dark tinted glasses, and what looks like a pauper's hat kind of worn backwards. So you can all take your seat, and maybe you want to introduce yourselves to each other.
Oh, we have to start over because Sass is here and she didn't. She missed where we are.
I was just typing in that we're in a pottery class inside a gnome mushroom house.
If you miss anything or you have to leave, Amanda's going to send me the video and we'll have it up on the Violet Daisy Games YouTube probably this week.
Yeah, there you go.
Great.
That's true, James. I could flip the table and rewind, but I think
missed out at the moment. Dandelion is definitely looking at everybody, but will not start the conversation. So she's mostly just kind of clearly wants to be part of the conversation, but doesn't want to speak first.
All right, well, I am Mary, and look, I made this hat at the last class. Isn't it cute? And it's going to go on to this mug that I am painting. So, yeah, this is what, I've been here so much. This is like a home away from home.
That's amazing. This is my first time. I hope I'm good at it.
It doesn't matter if you're good or not. If you're not good, the kiln will eat whatever you have made. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, I designed the kiln so that it eats bad pottery. So don't worry, you won't see it again.
That seems like it would create a sort of pressure to make good pottery.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah, you better make your pottery really good. Otherwise, the kiln will eat it. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh. That's true. Don't get attached to them until after they're out of the kiln. Probably Carrie. Ooh. Yeah.
Okay. That's an interesting challenge. Where's the clay?
The Dragonborn kind of speaks up. Cha, bro, I thought you're the clay. Thought we're gonna take a piece out of you.
Hey, that's not nice.
No, I believe that we're supposed to receive clay in order to make new structures and objects. Have I misunderstood?
No. You're cool, dude. I've been here a couple of times. Yeah, I recognize you. Kind of head nods to Mary. I make some really funky looking vases.
Does the kiln determine what's just funky looking and what's not good?
There's a funk meter on the side. Yeah. So.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Mhm.
I feel like you have to turn up the funk, right, for his vases.
There's some funk settings that need to be adjusted. Actually, sometimes someone puts in a vase that's a little too funky, and then you actually have to balance that out. It's a very technical machine. And honestly, I think it's one of the best things I've ever done.
What do you balance funk with? What do you balance funk with? Yeah.
There's a few. I mean, there's a few sliders that you can do. So the funk meter is one of them. So that can just go up or down. There's also sometimes things get a little wild. So things can get a little wild so you put something in and then it measures whether it's a little too funky or a little too wild. And then there's also things. I put one in for chocolate. It hasn't really come up on this one because I guess you're not really supposed to put chocolate on to a vase when you're firing it. But I thought it would be a good one to have. I think it would be a good one to have. If someone wants to, we can test that out. I haven't actually tested the chocolate meter. I think it'll be good. But.
So do you sculpt with the chocolate or you put the chocolate on afterwards?
Ooh, that's a good question. Sometimes, with things like this, I just sort of put on the meter and then we sort of figure it out afterwards. So we could, let's do both, I think. We'll do one that's just made of chocolate and then we'll do one that's like glazed in chocolate. And I think that it'll be a good test. We'll have a different, what do you call it? It's a control. That's not really a control. 2 different experiments. And then the other ones we control, I guess.
Can we turn it up to 11?
You can, you know what? Everyone asks me this. You can't turn something up to 11, okay?
Come
you have
on.
settings from 1 to 10 for a reason, okay? You don't just go to 11. That doesn't make any sense. It's so ridiculous. Whatever. I know you're just trying to joke with me, Mary. You're always trying to get my goat or whatever.
It's all about the calibration, dude.
Yeah, exactly. He gets it.
I'm Gil, by the way. This old guy's Harold. Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm Harold, yes.
Harold, you have some clay in your ears.
Oh, that's where I put it. Thank you, Missy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
How do you work this thing? He's like motioning to tapping the pottery wheel with his cane.
Use your feet, I think. Or your hooves or whatever is down there. I don't know. Some people don't have feet.
He's just kind of prodding the pottery with his cane, finds the pedal with the tip of it, and starts to make it spin with his cane. Oh, that's pretty easy.
I walk over to this teenager. Hello, I'm Carrie.
Hi.
I wonder about this funk meter that you made on the kiln.
Mm-hmm.
How do I calibrate my work to be more or less funky?
Well, I mean, funk is kind of like a vibe. It's got something you really got to like know in your heart, and then it kind of comes out in your expressions. I mean, like my mom talks about this kind of stuff when she's talking about like how to spin the pottery. She's the expert on this, like whatever. But it's something that like if you think about like what is gonna be like the funkiest, then when you're spinning your pottery, like maybe it's got like a little flared edge, and that's kind of funky, or if it's got like little little bits on it that's are kind of like flared out, or I guess flare is pretty funky. And so I just start talking, like really rambling about what the funk.
Gary's looking for an opening.
Yeah.
And how funky should it be so the kiln will not eat it?
Well, as long as you don't overload the funk sensors or underload them, then it should be fine. So you need to have like a little bit of funk, but if it's
medium funk.
Yeah, it's got to be a medium funk. Think like a good stinky cheese. That's like what we're talking about for funk, like a good.
How many arms is funk too funky? Because I feel like Carrie could like if Carrie's really to look for making a friend, you know, maybe add
arms
more
don't affect the funk level. That's actually going to affect the wild meter.
Okay, yes.
And that one is actually a lot easier to quantify. 8 is your limit. Anything more than 8 arms, too wild. But you do need to have at least 1 arm if you're going to interact with the wildness of it.
So between 1 and 7 arms.
Between 1 and 7 arms is your ideal. Yeah.
I'll have to try something.
Mm-hmm.
And how many arms does Carrie have? Like you're just like kind of standard humanoid shape,
Carrie's
2 arms, 2 legs.
Humanoid, a clay human person.
Mm-hmm.
All pronouns are appropriate, including it and they and he and she. Carrie goes looking for some wet clay, presumably from a barrel.
Yeah. So once everyone's kind of seated, everybody you're given an apron of your own and a big lump of clay, and so the chairs, of course, are in behind the pottery wheel. So, and in addition to there's like a tub of water for you to use to wet the clay and stuff. So it's kind of all there in front of you already. And locals or those that have come quite often, like Mary and of course Thistle Whistle, you'll recognize the 2 20-something-year-olds handing out the supplies, and they're going around with also serving mead, which they kind of avoid Thistle Whistle with any of the cups they're handing out to. As in addition to some of the muffins, they're Old Lady Wardle's nephews, Hop and Hip. And you see JingleBerry takes her spot kind of at the front of the shop in view of everybody. And she, of course, has her own lump of clay that she's just kind of warming and rolling and shaping into a large ball in her hands. And she's seated at her own wheel. Settle in, my wonders, settle in. Don your aprons, it's time to get messy. She slaps the clay onto her pottery wheel, smashing her hands into the water bowl next to it, getting her lump of clay wet. A bit of water for the potter. Say it with me, class. A bit of water for the potter. Say it with me. Yes, say it with me.
A bit of water for the potter.
Excellent, excellent. Now, get that wheel up to speed for centering, everybody. Very quickly, very quickly. A gentle press on the foot pedal to start it up. Not too forceful, my wonders. Say it with me. Light on the pedal and you won't be in trouble. Say it with me. Say it with me.
Light on the pedal, you won't be in trouble.
Won't be in trouble.
Excellent, excellent. And she kind of continues to demonstrate a few techniques for centering, like and coning up and down the clay, pinching and compressing the rim to get rid of a wobble, if you're a little off center, etc. And she kind of starts. Oh, yes,
how much slapping? Can I slap it more, or am I slapping it too much?
Oh, you can slap it as much as you like, as long as it takes a shape on what you're aiming for.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
But she'll begin to start to make her way around the room. She's cleaned off her hands, right? She's got again that big beaming smile. She's kind of offering encouragement and tips as she does. You know what I love best about teaching these classes is hearing from each of you. What brought you to the world of ceramics and wonder? What form is your inner creativity taking on the canvas that is the pottery wheel? Thistle Whistle, why don't you start? You lead off, my son. Tell us, what are you making? What are you doing here?
Well, what I'm making are a set of robotic arms, but what the arms are making is it's trying to make a set of clay legs. Because I think I need to rest the arms onto something, so I think that the legs could be like holding it up, and then that could be, kind of cool, or whatever. It's fine. But like the arms is what I'm really focusing on. So it's not like I need the clay legs or anything. It's just a test. So.
Do you need texture? I can help you with the texture if you need more hairy legs.
He gets kind of like embarrassed. Like, no, I was just gonna go for like a smooth kind of thing. It's not. I mean, maybe like scales or something like that.
Ooh, cool. Yeah, scales. Okay, I can help you with that.
Okay.
Gil is like nodding. Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yes, yep. Scales are good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Gil is really cool. I'm kind of like looking. Does Gil have like is he wearing shorts? He's got his guns out or his gams out?
Yeah, they're just really baggy. It's just clothing is just really baggy.
Yeah.
I see. You're trying to base your legs off of Gil's. It's okay. I know. I'm sorry.
Carrie holds up the apron and says, "What is this for?"
Well, that is to protect you from any splashes of clay, but I'm not sure that's going to matter much for you, my friend.
No, I was curious if yes, it is the clay strange? Is it going to do something to my body? I'm confused about the protection of the apron.
She kind of like holds up a bit of it. Well, the coloring's a bit off between it and yourself. You might get stained, but nothing worse than that.
Oh, does it look bad?
No, I think the color's quite dashing.
Brown and the gray.
I think it looks
thought
good.
about the color.
I think it looks good. I mean, afterwards you could. Yeah, I think it looks good. You can even
Should I
paint
put
yourself
more?
a little bit more. Yeah. You know, I
Carrie
mean,
starts
you can
getting
add
like
some.
wet brown, like very watery clay, and just like smooshing it around on the girl's body. It's like that. Interesting.
Well, I think we know what you're making. How about you? And she looks at the name tags. Mary, what are you constructing?
Oh, I'm almost done actually. It is a puppy dog cup, or my mama. So, yeah, I think it's almost
Lovely.
ready to get cup. I think I need to make like a spoon or something that goes along with it. So.
Yes, it may be difficult to spin a spoon, but I'm sure you could work it out. You're clearly quite talented.
I just need the mead. And some clay. I don't need the wheel. It's fine.
Oh yes, if anyone needs a refill, just signal for Hop or Hip, and they'll come right over. No, I will not use this whistle.
I'm sorry if I gave the wrong impression. No, I'm here to make some friends.
We all are.
How do I begin?
Well, you want to shape them in the to mimic yourself?
So. Do you have a mirror?
I am sure we could. Hop, please, a mirror for our friend here.
Oh, thank you.
And Hop, yes, you'll get a full-length mirror. The shop is. They also sell mirrors here, so you have a full-length mirror for which you can look at yourself in it.
So, from the rest of this stream, whenever I stand up to dance, that's my character checking the mirror to see how.
That's awesome. And again, looking at name tags, Dandelion. What are you making?
I'd like to start with a plate. I think it'd be easy. I'm not sure what might be the most useful. And we like useful. We really like useful. We dwarfs under the mountain. So it would be easy too. Yes.
I think a plate is a splendid idea. It can hold food, use it for serving. It can hold any number of items. Keys, coins.
Keys. What are keys?
Oh, the bit of metal, which not my favorite medium, but
It's because you don't understand. Like metal is so much better than clay.
Is it though? There's so much of it and it's so hot and everybody talks about it all the time and people are obsessed with it and clay seems so much cooler.
I knew I would love you, Dandelion, the minute we agreed to shut the door. And just so even before JingleBerry kind of like turns to Gil, like Gil's like straight on, and he's clearly like very talented. He says he's making a vase. It's very elongated. It's like, a foot and a half high already. But it's very clearly he's making a bomb. And JingleBerry kind of looks at him. I see. Another vase, Gil. Very, very lovely.
Oh, I heard a bong. Oh, it's a vase. Okay, sorry, everybody. Got it. Got it.
Harry leans
Very
over
high
to
on the funk meter.
Yeah.
Harry leans over to Mary. Is it true? Is metal better than clay?
No. Well, to some people, I mean, it can help with like stabilization, but I think most people want to put clay over metal. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like we're gonna say no. Okay, don't worry. Don't listen to Thistle Whistle. Okay, stick next to Dandelion. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Thistle Whistle who created the funk meter?
Yeah, but we haven't seen his funkiness yet, so we don't know just how much about funk, how much he knows. So I feel like you should stick with the other dude that's very funky, and if you really want to learn about funk, you can learn from him instead.
I will pursue this
Pursue
funk.
the funk.
I will find the right level of funk to
Yes.
not have my new friends eaten by that cursed kiln.
While this conversation's going on, I want to like find one of the kids that's like handing around passing out the mead. And just be like, hey, listen, just give me one, okay? I'll build you something cool, okay? Just give me one. Okay.
You see, okay, so you've caught Hip. He's the younger of the two. They're twins. Hop and Hip, they're twins.
Hip, yeah.
But he is the younger of the two by 7.5 minutes. And you see, he's got a cup, and he just kind of looks at it, looks back to you, and he'll drink about half of it, and then hand you half of a cup of mead, like very surreptitiously, like, and then continue on with muffins and serving others.
All right. Now the trick is to conceal this.
Behind your metal arms that are not that are very thin and
yeah, they're very spindly, but I'm sort of trying to hold it under my apron, and just when no one's looking.
Yeah, no one talked about the lump under his.
I'm looking forward to Thistle Whistle getting more surly as he gets drunk.
More funky.
Yeah.
And JingleBerry kind of addresses Harold, and it looks like he's making like an ashtray of some kind. It is, I guess it would kind of plate like. JingleBerry kind of, well, Harold, that's lovely. Are you a smoker? No, nasty habit. And he just kind of ignores her, almost keeps going with his ashtray for some reason. And and JingleBerry continues to circulate, kind of going in and being amicable with everybody there and asking them what they're making and et cetera, et cetera.
Dandelion has yet to actually make a round plate or anything that even resembles round. Every single one has come off the wheel looking like some kind of wild abstract art, but isn't flat either. So we're going on to our 7th piece of clay onto the wheel.
And there is an endless supply of clay for those that may be more novice at the craft. Certainly no shame in needing to start over. There's no shortage of materials for anybody.
That looks like a dandelion. I really like what you're doing. It looks kind of like iron ore, which is quite interesting.
I hate it. That's why I'm here. I hate the horror. I hate the bars. I hate the smelting. I hate the ringing of the hammers on the anvil. I hate it. I want a new hobby. I want to become good at something else. I want to maybe even move away from my mom, who all she talks about all day long is iron. But you're right. That's what it looks like because I think it's in my blood.
Do you want to switch? I
think we might be the same height, actually.
Oh yeah. I mean, we could probably I bet no one even noticed. They never even pay attention to me. So we could probably switch. They wouldn't even know. And then I could be around I
don't think your mom would be sad though, right? My mom probably would be, but I don't know. Sometimes she doesn't listen to me either.
Yeah. Seriously, they never listen. And we make these such cool things. And I gesture to my arms, which are not working right, and just kind of smashing. It's I mean, it's not finished yet, but it's gonna be cool.
I think it's cool already. I really do.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Just the right amount of fun.
Brah, you gotta cherish your parents, brah. Hold them close.
Oh, I'm torn between the like between angst and like, oh, but this feels so cool though. Fine, I'll just around for a bit, I guess.
So the class continues.
Carrie's got the wheel spinning, and is like trying to make something out of this clay blob, but it's just a blob, and Carrie doesn't quite understand yet that it doesn't need to spin all the time. So she's trying to make arms and legs out of something that is like very much like a cylinder and is moving. It's just not working at all. Just sort of stabbing at it, like while it's trying to get it just at the right moment as it's going by.
It's okay. You can keep on. You can do it in parts. It's fine.
Yeah, JingleBerry kind of comes over and you see she's like shaping what looks like an arm or something, and she'll kind of just like pluck it onto the side of your spinning cylinder to try to help you out. It's like maybe make a couple more of those.
Okay, 1 to 7, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And just like starts like stabbing, trying to get these arms to stick while it's moving.
I really need to take off that funk meter. She kind of wanders off to help someone.
Don't you dare! Okay, that's the best thing that's ever happened to this place. Is adding the funk meter. Get rid of it. It's ridiculous.
Every once in a while people are talking, just one little arm just like flies off.
And then slaps someone in the head, and they're like,
Slaps,
okay.
Yeah. That is what the apron's for.
That's true. That's true.
So as the class continues into the day, and as dusk approaches, Hop and Hip, they're scurrying around, lighting candles to keep the shop lit, right? And the mead is just flowing. How much are you players, like, how much are your characters like imbibing in the mead? Obviously, Thistle Whistle's gonna down every drop that he can get his hands on.
Dandelion has a cup, like a stack of cups at this point, right? She's a dwarf. So I'm just knocking these back like they're water and setting the next one down and grabbing one off of a tray as it comes by and just going for it.
But it doesn't do anything for you, right? Because,
not drunk at all. Yeah, might as well be having orange juice. So that's almost as good as my mom's.
Yeah, I think I'm like 2 in, and I have very rosy cheeks, and I'm giggling a lot, and I'm no longer even making anything. I'm just like smishing clay now, and and just giggling and enjoying the fun. So yeah.
Mary, what do you think of this one?
Oh, that's so good.
It's roundish.
Yeah, I mean it's semi-round. There's some like pokey.
It's a round
There's
dish.
an arm on the side, which I like.
It's a round dish.
I like the extra arm you put on there. That was very good.
Oh, what? I hand the arm back to Carrie.
Thank you. Carrie doesn't have a digestive system, but they do want to fit in, so they just kind of like take a mostly empty mug and just like pretend once in a while, whenever everybody else is drinking, like just do this.
Yeah.
Just mimicking it. Whenever anyone takes a sip, Carrie's like, oh.
Well, yeah, Carrie's torso is solid clay. There's no hole inside, so there's nowhere for it to go.
But it's like running like liquid, so like there's like rivets of liquid.
It would just kind of drip down if it went in, but there's no swallowing.
This whistle has
like a Muppet mouth.
Yeah. Is alternating between the twins, so that
smart.
Like, it's not trying to, and keeps on telling him like you're the cool one, right? You're gonna be cool, right? And each time they do it, they only give him like a little bit, but he's a small guy, so it's not taking too much to get him pretty well sloshed. But he's trying to maintain so his mom doesn't find out.
Yeah, a few hours in, both of them kind of catch on to your ruse, and like they eventually start giving you water, but I think by then it's like you're barely noticing. It's like watered down mead. Well, the class is suddenly interrupted by a splat, followed by a crash as Gil collapses face first onto his vase, slumps to the floor. His wheels slowly coming to a stop as he's no longer working the pedal. Hop and Hip rush over to attend to him, and after a second, Hop kind of stands up, hands up. It's okay, everybody. Gil's just fine. He maybe had a bit too much mead. We'll take him into the back and let him sleep it off. And they Hop and Hip grab Gil by the legs and under the arms.
Carrie rushes over to help Carrie.
Perfect. So the nephews lug him, with Carrie's help to this back door. Thanks so much. We can take him. We can take him the rest of the way. And they'll kind of disappear at this swinging door, swing back and forth. And
that was the old man, right? Dandelion?
No, the dragonborn.
Gil.
Or was that the cool one?
The dragon.
Oh, that was the cool.
The dragon.
Oh, that was.
The dragon was
super.
Too cool for school.
Yeah, this was very concerned. Is he okay? Is he okay? Was he? What happened? Was he poisoned? What happened? Is the meat poison?
The meat's not poison, everybody. It happens from time to time. Over-serving, Hop and Hip. I've spoken to them a number of times about it. Just a little too much, enjoyment. I'm sure Gil in the next month's class can fix his vase, and he'll be right as rain with sleeping it off. Please continue crafting. You're doing a wonderful job.
I go over to the vase, the smashed vase, to inspect it and detect if there's anything about Gil's station that I can see was
okay.
Yeah, I weave over in order to see if there's any magic on it. But the magic of Carrie kind of blankets everything. And I'm kind of tipsy, so I cannot feel anything at all, except for the giggly bubblies in my mouth.
So Carrie, I think being the sentient clay golem that you are, I think you have this very innate understanding about the similar mediums, right? So you can kind of interact with his vase itself. Again, it's very smudged. It's like unrecognizable to what the effort that Gil had put in, right? He was just real close to being finished. He just needed to put in the pipe hole down at the bottom, and it would have been a beautiful bong for him to use in his spare time. But it doesn't seem like with the clay itself, there's anything unusual about it. It seems the same medium that you have slathered across your abdomen.
Okay.
It could do with a couple arms, though, if you want to help him out.
Not my arms, though. Not my arms.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
You think... I don't know if I should work on Gil's vase. It seems rude, wouldn't it, Mary?
True. That's up to
I don't know. He's
I'm
pretty
just-
chill. He's pretty cool. Like if it finished it and then gave it to him, I think he'd be cool with it. Like I'll do that. I could do that. I think he'd like that. It'd be cool.
Why don't you finish it?
Yeah. It's fine. I'll do that. Yeah.
That's smart.
I get my robot
might
arms
like
to
that.
work. I'm trying to reshape the bit and.
Okay, so you're now sitting at Gil's station,
Yeah.
working your robot arm. Okay.
Mhm.
Great.
Carrie
And
goes
like
back
you
to the
see,
station. Carrie goes back and finally realizes that he doesn't have to spin the wheel, and he could just start shaping this little.
now that you've left it, it's come to a stop. You're like, oh.
It's like, what if I didn't spin it? Then it would be so much easier. So he's just adding
It's-
more arms.
Very different type of clay work than JingleBerry, is used to teaching. I think
Yeah.
that's where the disconnect has come between JingleBerry's tutelage,
Yeah.
I think, and Carrie's intent. Thistle Whistle, so sitting at the station, the wheel turns normally, right? And you kind of start to put the VODs back together. Laying at your feet is kind of the clatter, the clatter of Gil's mug of mead, right, having spilled as he went under. There's still a bit left in the cup, but it's mostly puddle on the ground.
I'm not desperate enough to just slurp it off the literal ground, but I will tip the cup back up and say oh, there's a little bit in there. It's so good.
Carrie's watching Thistle drink from that cup of the person who just keeled over. Is it poison?
It doesn't smell like poison. So I was smelling it. I was trying to smell it, but it didn't smell like poison. Does it actually? Good question though. I bring it back up. Does it smell like poison? Does it smell weird at all?
Nope, definitely doesn't smell like almonds or anything.
Yeah, no. It doesn't smell. So I was just trying to smell it, but it doesn't smell like poison. So it's not. I don't think it's poison. And plus, they said it wasn't poisoned, so I don't think it was poison.
Do you feel the need to keel over?
I sort of stand up and I am a little dizzy, but I think that's just the mead.
Wait, what mead were you drinking? Because
I wasn't. What do you?
No, right?
I wasn't.
No.
What?
Huh?
I wasn't drinking any mead, so I haven't.
You were.
No. What?
He's too young.
Exactly. True. I'm too young to be drinking any mead, and they said I couldn't have any, so I haven't had any. I just have water. Just water. So that's all.
You can be too young to drink mead.
Oh, what age did y'all start drinking mead?
When you can drink.
That's how you build the tolerance.
I get up to Dandelion. I'm like, take me with you. Seriously.
Metal arms and mead.
Yeah.
It's like heaven.
Yeah.
The few drops you get out of the cup, it is very strong. And you're right. As you kind of stand up, you are wobbling a little bit, and your vision kind of darkens. A couple, as if you're closing your eyes really slowly and opening them. But you kind of shake it off. Once you get back to working the vase. Definitely strong, a lot stronger in just those little bit that you got than what Hop and Hip have been feeding you.
I missed all that. Internet cut out for a quick second.
The bit of mead that you had definitely tasted a lot stronger than what Hop and Hip had been feeding to you throughout the night.
Yeah.
So you see, again, the sun is setting, and JingleBerry is kind of peering outside into the gloom, of the night, right, as the darkness sets in, and before she addresses the class again. Okay, my wonders, it's about time for our guest instructors. And this is something that Mary, you've experienced this before, as this happens every class. Newcomers, don't be frightened. This happens every nightfall. If you think you need a little bit of extra help, just think very hard about it. Very hard. Now hurry now. Ask for extra help if you need it. So who would like some extra help?
Terry, you need some extra help.
All right. So as that last bit of sunset does disappear behind the horizon, the candles in the shop begin to flicker, but there's no breeze inside. Now, those that have asked for help at their wheel, they feel a presence around them, a cool touch sliding down your arms to your hands, guiding you, informing your clay. And those that maybe have had a little more mead than usual can see a little more clearly, but the faint ghostly outline of figures now aiding most of the class at their pottery wheels.
Freaking amazing.
I waved at Peter. Hey, Peter, thanks for your help last time.
So exactly right. In your circle, though, you all kind of recognize Harold's phantom in structure. Seems very familiar to you. As this figure is kind of flickering in and out of view, you see it's wearing a pauper's hat turned backwards on its head.
Oh my God! It's Gil.
Wait.
Gil's the guest instructor?
The dragon
Gil's the ghost
that just got taken out of here?
Wait, is Gil dead?
Isn't that him right there?
Can ghosts can dragons astro project?
He's not. He's the
I don't know if you're
dragonborn.
allowed. I don't know if you're allowed to ask that. I think. Just
that's true. That's true.
some
I'm
people
sorry.
Can do that or not.
That's
I don't
true.
know. I think it's. But
You're saying it's a racist question?
Yeah,
I mean,
well-
I don't know. I feel like it's something I would get in trouble for asking.
JingleBerry, JingleBerry.
Yes.
Did Gil die and come immediately
What?
back here to be a guest instructor as a ghost?
Oh. And she's kind of seeing, this outline of, my goodness. And you all see, like, Harold's ashtray is very clearly becoming a bong as Gil's is guiding Harold's hands on his ashtray.
I knew I saw a bong somewhere.
Oh my goodness! What is? I don't understand. No, surely he's not. He's not dead.
I'm not worried about whether he's dead. I'm worried that his unfinished business is pottery.
Oh well, Gil, I've been finishing your vase. It's looking really cool. It's got I think a good amount of funk. So I think it's ready. If we wanted to put it in the kiln, I think it would be good. I think it would be cool. Like, would you think it's cool?
It does seem like these phantom instructors, other than focusing on the wheel and the pottery, like, they don't really interact. Like, you can't speak with them, or they don't seem to have any real awareness of anything outside of the project. So you kind of don't get a response, unfortunately.
I fully believe that Gil is ignoring me, and I take it personally, and I'm very disappointed.
well, but remember, Thistle Whistle, if you ask for help, maybe Gil will help you finish.
That's a good idea.
Pottery.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I need help from Gil specifically.
I'm gonna whisper to Mary. Hey, did you say this happens every week?
Yeah, and some of them come back, and then some of them are new.
Are the new ones ever in old classes that you've taken?
You know what? Yeah, like Peter.
Oh my God, Mary!
What? Wait. Yeah, Peter was 2 classes ago, and then I didn't see him last class. Well, yeah, last class he was a guest instructor. Oh my goodness, what's happening?
Oh my God, what is in the?
It's not in the mead because you drank the mead and
please. Let's not trouble the rest of the class. Let's not cause a panic or anything. Yes, this happens. It happened a couple months into us setting up shop. Thistle, you certainly remember the first time the guest instructors appeared. It was quite a wonder for all my wonders. But every month, more and more just seem to show up. Look, if the 4 of you, and she kind of like looks over to Harold, about to include him, but he's clearly still focusing. Could the 4 of you maybe go check to see if Gil's okay? Come to think of, where are Hop and Hip?
JingleBerry, what is the survival rate of this pottery class?
Oh, it's 100%. What a question.
None of your guests have died.
No,
well,
not
Peter
not in my class.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, Peter moved away.
But then why is he right there? He's helped. Yeah.
Oh my word! Well, look, please, can you do me this favor? I'll keep the class entertained. Please check on Gil for me.
I feel like
where did they take Gil?
Yeah, Carrie. Where did you carry him, Carrie?
Gil's body is right behind that door, but Gil is here.
No, his person is behind that. Let's not use the B word until we have confirmed. There's no bodies in the shop.
Gil, can you hear me, Gil?
I don't think Gil can hear you.
It does not seem like Gil can hear you.
I'll walk over to the door and like open it and see.
Okay. Be careful with this.
Yeah,
but then you are the son of the owner, so hopefully she will not.
Oh yeah, I got the key.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Dandelion, this is what keys do. Just to let you know, Dandelion, this is what keys do. So there
Thank
you
you
go.
for the education in this moment.
Yes.
I got like a ring of keys, like a janitor's ring of keys.
Wow.
Um,
So many keys. You are rich in keys.
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
But not in
Thistle
arms,
Whistle,
apparently.
Go look
so,
in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, so Thistle Whistle, you do know like what's back there, obviously. So it's a storage area, and you kind of unlock it, right? And you can all kind of investigate. And it's an area for excess supplies and merchandise for the shop, as well as a bit of an office area. It's kind of an open concept with rows of shelves with items adorned. The small desk is kind of pushed up against a wall with a fluffy, worn love seat next to it. But Gil is not back here. Neither are Hop or Hip.
Uh-oh.
hmm.
Uh-oh. And then as we're all leaning into, like, this whistle, I'm guessing, is in the doorway, and then we're all leaning in, we all feel this push, and we all go bloop into the room, and the door slams behind us. And I'm like, what's going on? Where are we? Like, this whistle, can you please open the door again?
Yeah. Why did you push me?
I
you
didn't push you.
directly behind
Something
me.
else pushed me.
Something pushed me.
Oh. Okay.
Carrie, did you push all of us?
No, I was looking for any tracks to see where because I thought this place was full of clay dust, and I thought we should be able to see where that body went.
Is there any clay on the floor? Is the floor completely clean?
There does look like there are some clay, like as if it was mud footprints leading into the shelves, and the clay does not look like it's completely dried yet. It seems to be fairly fresh.
Carrie?
And as that door slams shut, you kind of get the faintest glimmer of a figure in a backwards popper hat before it's like there for like a snap of a finger's worth of time.
Gil, we'll avenge you, Gil.
I look at these shelves. What's on the shelves?
There's like fully blasted pots that would be for selling. The footprints, like you can follow them into basically the farthest reach of amongst these shelves that it can go before they kind of just end in front of the section that's kind of along the wall. And again, on the shelf, there's like bags of clay to be mixed and formed. More merchandise, nothing that like stands out as being significant at all or out of place on this shelf.
Clay,
Hold on a second.
Yeah. Yes, Dandelion?
I'm going to pull out my axe because I always have an axe with me because I'm a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I used to make hinges for these things all the time. It's a secret door. They were super popular about 10 years ago, and everyone had one somewhere, and clearly someone's gone in here. So, but instead of opening the door, I'm just going to chop it to pieces.
Sounds right. Sounds about right.
Clearly the fastest way.
Yes.
Excellent solution.
Yes.
It does prove to be the fastest way, mainly because you only tried the one way, but it was fast compared to
I was
nothing
looking
else.
for a secret book to pull, but
Mm.
hacking into the wall with an axe seems much better.
Yeah, and Carrie, like you find like a pot that you kind of pull on, and you do still hear a click, but like it's already open. So you definitely did find the the mechanism.
You can see it, you can see it now where the door used to be. So
Yes.
good work, actually. That was an artisan.
So like the little sliver of the door that's attached to the hinge, it's like that moves to the side, making the opening just a little bigger.
Now, I'm looking down, and I'm like, does the footprints look like Carrie's? Are they the same? Like, or are they
No.
like a
They look-
different footprint?
Question.
They look like boot prints, as
Oh,
Carrie
okay.
hadn't come this far into the back
Okay.
helping with Gil, right? They kind of handed them off to the nephews at the door. So they do look like someone wearing boots kind of tracking through clay. And you do find now once the wall has been destroyed and the little tiny fraction of the door has been opened as it should have been, the trail kind of continues into down this descending staircase. And you hear the faint muffled echo of voices. Can't quite make out what they're saying, but also the flicker of light from somewhere down below.
Harry goes straight down.
I want to go in,
Carrie!
like I'm going to go down, but then I just turn and look at the mechanism of this hidden door and just like study that for a bit. Oh, cool. That's how it works. Interesting. Huh.
I'm running after Carrie because Carrie just like went down. And I'm like, Carrie, you don't know what's down there. Like, come on.
Carrie's not worried at all.
Yeah.
No.
Just going all the way down as fast as possible.
Oh, are we doing that? Oh, okay, sure. And I'll follow.
Descending, you find yourselves in a sizable underground chamber. Along one wall is kind of this long stone pedestal, and there are dozens of clay statues that sit in indentations in the stone. The statues are of people, and each is about like 9 inches tall or so. And there's this dark green light kind of emanating from around the base of each of them.
Oh, hold on. We have lost Leland. Oh, we've lost everyone. Oh, it might be my computer. I apologize, everybody. Hold on.
Kind of an oversized, like person-sized cylinder. Think of like an iron lung type of contraption. It kind of stands upright at a bit of an angle, and there's this thick tube connected to the top of it that runs down behind it, leading to a vat of clay. And the vat itself has like clearly a wheel mechanism, and the clay is just being continuously turned and churned. Beside the vat is
hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, we
just
lost
stream. The stream has just stopped working.
Oh
okay,
no.
hold on. Yeah, because in the middle of your talking, it just went. Everyone froze. So let me see what is happening. Looks like that's
much do except. Okay, here it's coming back.
Is it back? Oh,
it's back.
There we go. Okay.
And AJ said almost back. Seems better.
Yeah. Okay. We're good now.
Rewind about 30 seconds and describe.
Yeah. What we see down there, I think. Yeah. Just restart what we see.
Back down the stairs.
Yes. Excellent. Thank you, everybody.
I think they heard about the little clay people and the
pedestal.
Machine.
Well, just like let's just do it again so that we can.
Describe what's down the stairs again.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I know.
You descend
hold on, everybody. I'm flipping the table. We're gonna flip the table.
Oh,
there we go.
Okay.
We have rewound. Okay. We are now.
I rushed down the
stairs. Yes, and I'm following because Carrie's doing, Yeah.
Do we realize that time has been spun back?
No.
That's a good question.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did we go far enough back before the secret door was smashed?
No. We just went. Everyone's running down the stairs right now. Yeah, and we just reached the bottom.
Door smashed, as if nothing happened. So you descend the stairs and you find yourself in this sizable underground chamber. There's a long stone pedestal along one wall. There's dozens of little clay statues that sit in indentations in the stone. They're statues of people, and each is about 9 inches tall, with a dark green light kind of emanating from the pedestal and the indentations around the base of each of the statues. In the center of the chamber, you see Hop and Hip. They're fiddling with this large metal apparatus, a person-sized cylinder, like iron lung-like, kind of sitting up at a bit of an angle, right? If this would be the front of it. And there's a thick tube connected to the top, and it runs down behind it, leading to this vat filled with clay. And in the vat itself, it's just being continuously churned and mixed with something. In front of the vat is a pottery wheel and a chair. Its surface still wet from recent use. Hop and Hip's attention is solely focused on the machine. They don't seem to notice your arrival. Hop is unlatching and pulling open the front of the apparatus, it's got a hinge like a door, and inside is Gil. As you see there, now the nephews are starting to pull him out of it.
I'm the first one down there because I rushed down, and I'm not particularly interested in what should be the focal point. I just see these little 9-inch clay statues of people, and I walk over to them and introduce myself.
Yeah, I was like, "Hey, Carrie, there's your friend."
I'm just like, "Hello, I'm Carrie. What's your name?" To like one of the clay statues, not really regarding.
While this is happening, Dandelion is going to rush over. to hip and hop and demand to know what's going on here. I imagine Carrie is like having a whole conversation with little people in the background, and Mary is very kindly facilitating that conversation. So
I'm going with Dandelion, but my interests are also along the lines of what is this thing and how does it work and what is going on? And I did not know you two were so cool.
What are you doing down here?
Carrie, speaking to the little statues, you do recognize there is a little statue of Gil. And Mary, you recognize a statue of Peter as well. And Hop and Hip like almost drop Gil as you like surprise them. Oh, you're not allowed to be down here. You're not. We're just taking care of Gil. You're not supposed to be down here.
Oh no, actually we are supposed to be down here. JingleBerry told us to come check on Gil. How's Gil doing?
Gil's fine. Here, you can check for yourself if you'd like.
He's so
His
tiny
ghost is
now.
upstairs. Do you think that's a problem?
Ghost? No, I'm sure it's fine. Look, please check yourself. Gil's perfectly fine. He's just taking a bit of a nap.
So I want to go up to Gil and I'm going to pull out, I have a little bag of just like trinkets and like stuff that I've been working on. And I pull out a little, a meter that I was going to add to the kiln. This is the soul meter. And it's gonna check. It was gonna check to see like the vibes of the piece d'oeuvre and how much soul it's got. But it also is a more literal interpretation of that. And I want to like attach that to Gil and check how much soul is in his body at the moment.
They look at that device and just like, wow, the spring work on this. I would not have thought to use clockwork for soul measurement, but
Thank you.
That's actually
so
a really
much.
interesting idea.
No one ever appreciates the work that I put into these things, and thank you so much. You know what? That's really it's really cool of you to like talk about it. And I get distracted.
Hello, we're doing something here, and Hop and Hip are like, what?
Harry comes over to inspect what's happening. So how much funk does Gil's body have?
This is a soul measurement, not a funk measurement. Completely different measurement tools. Okay, yeah, you wouldn't understand, obviously.
But what I remember, Gil was taller than you, Thistle Whistle, right? And Dandelion, like, he's so tiny now. It's very cute. But is this like a shrink ray or something?
Are you still looking at the statues? Gil is here.
Wrong way. Oh, okay. I get it now, sorry. How much soul does he have?
Thistle Whistle.
How much soul is in Gil at the moment?
As you apply your device to Gil, he is still breathing, so he's still alive. Now, Thistle Whistle, if you were to ask somebody like your mother about, like, what is a soul? I think JingleBerry would probably express a soul's definition of being something, to do with artistry, like the artist's soul running through them. If you were maybe influenced by that at all in your calibrations of your soul reader, it would read 0.
I turned to Hop and Hip. What have you done to him? He doesn't have any soul left.
We took his talent. That's it. I mean, we didn't hurt him.
He needed that. He was
making bongs. He didn't need his talent. He was putting it to waste.
Cool. And look at him now.
Hop, do you need bongs?
Wait, are you bottling talent? Are you selling talent now?
Why would they want his talent if they don't
Mary,
need bongs?
What?
I don't feel like this is, it doesn't seem like with this particular type of device and the way that it's set up, that people are willingly giving their talent for sale here.
Oh, that's true. Dang it! That would be a great side job.
We're not selling it. We're not selling talent. I can assure you, we're not selling talent.
You're using the talent as guest teachers in your studio upstairs.
Well, yes. That's what's going on. You're right. But we're not selling it. Look, we just wanted the class to be successful, and with the increased popularity of it, it meant more exposure for Auntie's meat and muffins. That's all. We're just trying to help our aunt.
Are you saying that my mom's class would not have succeeded without your weird little ghost machine? How
Well,
That is my mother that you are talking about. Okay.
uh,
I'm the one who gets to complain about the stuff that she does, okay? She is amazing. Don't you ever even imply that she would not have filled every class without this.
I pick
I'm
up the small Gil
definitely a little
statue
drunk.
and I say, "What is this?"
Thistle Whistle, as you are, defending your mind. Imagine you like on your knees with like Gil in your arms,
Yeah.
and Gil begins to stir, and he opens his eyes and just kind of gives you a thumbs up. That's it, bro. I'm proud of you. Before kind of passing out again. Carrie, you're like holding the statue, and Hip kind of turns to you. Be careful with that. Be careful with that. That's the talent. Please put it back. We're trying to make everybody happy. The classes make everybody happy.
Is Gil happy? I mean, he
He
was
might be.
very happy for a moment.
He just
when
gave you a thumbs up.
Yeah, no, I saw that, and it's because how cool I was, I think. But like, other than that, he's unconscious, and I don't think he's like the happiest he could be.
I believe the
Thistle
thumbs
Whistle.
up was. I believe the
I
thumbs up was in reference to Thistle Whistle's attack on your behavior, Hop, not on the fact that Gil is stuck in a machine that's sucking his talent out of his body.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
his
think
talent
it's-
is in this toy.
Yes, please be careful with it.
So what happens?
Why?
Like, can you? Oh, if you absorb the toy, will you absorb his talent? Because
Whoa,
you are
no,
clay.
don't do
Right?
anything like
Like-
that.
I mean, experiment time, right? No, yeah,
I hand the toy to
Okay.
Mary.
okay.
I
I'll
turn to
keep it
Thistle
safe.
Whistle, and you need to reverse this machine. You've been working on these wonderful things. You've created these wonderful pieces. This is your moment in the sun, Thistle Whistle, or in the cave, Thistle Whistle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I can do this. But first we need to put him back. We need to put him back into the device, okay?
So I grab
Hip
a
and- I look at
leg
Hip and
because
Hop.
that's the only thing I can carry.
I pick him
I
up.
grab an arm.
Yeah.
I pick up I pick his whole body up.
Okay, good. Thank you,
Yeah.
Carrie, for carrying him. Yeah.
Hip and Hop kind of take
Hip
steps back,
and
especially
Hunter
with,
try and stop
with
him.
Carrie's bolt.
Okay, this.
Hold on. What was that? This also?
I was saying Hip. I'm looking at Hip and Hop and like, don't you try and stop us, okay? We're shutting this whole thing down. And so we try and put him back into the device, and I try and figure it out, I guess.
Sure. Okay. You close it up, and with your history and your own inventions and your own creations, I mean, there's certainly only not a huge range of differing parts or mechanisms, right? That could really go into a machine. The intricacies come with how in which those pieces are assembled, right? So you have this knowledge of the individual items, and you can kind of almost like map this in your head, right? The bass
Seeing all
symbol
the
meme
numbers
all
and all
over
that
the.
stuff,
It's
And you
that
kind of-
thing, right, where the numbers
Exactly.
fly
You-
through the air
you
around
figure
your
out-
head.
I'm
yeah.
Pattis.
Yeah.
You figure out which pieces you need to swap and rearrange inside of the back of this like iron lung type mechanism, and you think you kind of understand what you need to do. So clearly, what you uncover is like this machine somehow is like removing talent or the soul of an individual inside of it, right? Piping it through the big tube from the top into the vat of clay where it gets mixed and shaped and then placed on this pedestal. And Mary, if you were to examine the pedestal as well, definitely huge magic vibes coming off of this thing, right? You like almost feel it as soon as you enter this chamber, right?
But I'm
so there's
more
some, like,
interested
link.
in the talent of shaping these little people because, man, they should be the one teaching the class. If like Carrie needs to learn how to shape friends, right? Make some
That's
friends.
what I'm saying. These
You
little
shouldn't be
figures
sucking
are
out
exactly what I.
talent. You
This is
have
what I was
it.
trying to make.
Exactly.
I just had this blobby alien thing.
With the what? Did you get up to 7 arms yet, or no?
No, I'm looked up to 4 arms.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Then Gil
So you
healed over.
need to take the figurine and kind of reincorporate it into the vat, right? and as you've reversed it and flick it on, the clay being mixed inside of it kind of shoots up into the tube, and it's like something oversized getting stuck in the end of this tube. But this vacuum that has been created, it pulling at the clump of clay on the end of the tube, the clay itself kind of like denatures, like the color fades a little bit in it, right? And in the tube itself, you can kind of see like these wisps of, something reminiscent of the outline of the ghostly figures up in the shop, right? Coming back into the chamber, and it just fills the chamber around Gil, like as if it was like smoke kind of obscuring him. And then suddenly you hear Gil like kind of tapping, right? And he starts to inhale, and all this smoke he takes into his lungs and like invigorates him, right? And he's like, "Bruh, can you let me out, dude?"
Hopefully it's the right soul. Hopefully it's the correct soul that we have in there. Right? Yeah.
What happened to his figure?
Oh, it's gone.
The figure was incorporated
right?
into the vat of clay now, no longer in its shape.
Dang it, that was very nice, statue of Gil. That was very nice statue.
Hop is like starting to blush. That was thank you.
Good job,
that
Hop.
was mine.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Just incredulous. Mary has gone from this really nice, like, spellcasting lady who brought a friend, and it's just like, yeah, unlimited power. I'm here for it.
Magic is magic. Good job, Pencil Whistle, though. You did it.
Thank you. I guess I just wanted to say, like, listen, I get that you wanted to like help my mom or whatever and like help the town, but if you can make little like figures like that, like those were good. Like it was awful and like horrible what you did. Like it's absolutely unconscionable. And honestly, Mary, the fact that you're kind of chill with it is really creeping me out. But the figures were really good. So like if we need like guest teachers and stuff to help out, y'all could just come up yourselves. Like you don't just have to like hand out the meat, like which you're like doing. You were doing like a good job of that, and I was like, it's cool. But like, if you can do stuff like this, and, like gesturing towards all of the figures, like you can also just like help make the class cool. Like you don't need to turn people into ghosts and like suck out their talent. It's really weird.
Are we solving a labor dispute and also getting these kids a promotion at the same time?
I'm just saying, like, it solves the same problem that they're trying to fix without sucking people's souls out of their body or whatever.
Yes, I agree.
Before you remove the soul, did you also drug the body? Is that why Gil keeled over?
Oh, it's the mead?
There might have been something in the mead.
Hey, I asked if it was poisoned. People said it wasn't poisoned. I
mean, it won't kill you.
Okay, good.
We don't want to kill anybody.
What happened to all the other people that like you sucked all their talent out?
What happened to their bodies?
That's a good question.
Well, I mean, usually we just kind of take them home after the class is over, and then they wake up and they don't really remember anything. And when they come back, they're not as good, so I think they lose interest in the class.
Oh, is that what happened to Peter?
That makes the class less popular.
Oh.
No. Look.
This is why there are so few repeat customers.
Yeah.
We don't take everybody. Not everybody
That's
has
true.
the talent.
I've been there 5 times. Wait. I've been here 5 times, and you have not taken me yet. Like, what the hell? Do I not have the talent?
You were next on the list. You were next on the list. I swear.
Fine,
I swear.
fine,
We were
sure.
totally going to take your soul.
Sure.
What are you going to do with us?
People having their souls sucked out, but is indignant.
No one wanted her soul.
So sad.
Well, okay, we'll help you return everybody's souls. I mean, we have the list of people we took them from.
Does JingleBerry know about this?
Oh no, she doesn't even know about this chamber.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I didn't know this was here, and I know all the like secret chambers that I know all the normal doors that we have in our home, so
Oh, where else is there? Where else can we go? Can we, like?
Nowhere. And I put my giant thing of keys back into my pocket.
I think we do need to let JingleBerry know, though. This seems important.
Are any of the figures look familiar? Do I know any of them?
Well, you wouldn't, right? Because you were just born like a couple of weeks ago.
Right. But
Yeah.
do any of them look familiar? Are any of them people that I have ever encountered? Probably not.
A couple of them do look like people currently in the class.
Oh.
Does one of them
Some of
look
the-
like Barry? Like, is there a paired one? Or were they lying?
I mean,
I
I
just
can't tell.
didn't know. Yeah, there's one that's like turned away from the room, so you can't really see its face or make out its features. You just twist it. It might look a little Mary-like.
I tap Hip on the shoulder. So, and let me see if I understand. Your business model is that any student who is talented, you make them less talented so that the output from your class can never be good. And then you use that talent to teach other students who have less talent until they become good, and then you remove their talent so that all of the work from your class sort of sucks. Is that correct?
I mean, we don't really care if the pottery sells. It's really just about Auntie's mead and muffins. Sorry, no offense, Thistle Whistle.
Oh, the mead.
Okay, are we gonna have to hold Thistle Whistle back at this point?
I always forget about the mead.
Oh, that's why there's not a lot that comes out of the kettle. The kennel. Well, the kettle.
Kiln.
Kiln. Sorry, kiln. I've had a little bit too much
say-
weed, and I cannot speak. But
Hop-
yeah.
Hop kind of turns the Thistle Whistle. Look, your Funkometer was great. We had to turn it right down though, so it crank the settings a little bit so it would eat everything just to try to cover things up a little bit.
You tinkered with my device? That's so rude, man.
You tinkered with ours.
Okay, but
It's tit for tat, my friend.
all right. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, our device is far more complicated, so really he still owes us.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you want to fight? Is that what's going on? Huh?
Fight.
There's
Gary
also
stands
mechanical
back.
arm.
Little rock'em sock'em robot arm.
Well,
I had to put my
all-
arm and stuff, but between Hip and Hop
You keep
and
them
Thistle
separated.
Whistle, just kind of
Oh, have we let Gil out yet? I try to open the.
Yeah, he's still like
hatch.
jabbing.
I try to get the pull on this door to open it up.
Yeah, so you can get Gil out. He's like, "Oh, thanks, Clip, dude. What's going on? What am I doing down here?"
Nothing.
Oh, cool.
This also
Yeah.
fixed your bong or vase or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah. No, I fixed.
No
I
way.
fixed your base. It's totally cool now. And we also fixed. They were trying to like suck out your soul because you're so cool. But like we stopped that, and so like yeah, you're good now.
Oh, that's like the third time this week, bro. That's happened. It's crazy. You gotta be
Okay.
careful where you're going around this town.
Wait, how many souls do you have?
Oh, tried.
Oh, that's true. Wait, did we
How
only
many,
give you back one of the three?
No, they tried. They
Oh, they
to take
tried.
out-
Oh,
they tried to take it.
I thought it meant try like three.
It's chill. It's chill.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry,
so,
still
I
mean, he's-
very drunk right now. Okay.
What other
enough that he
what
could have
other
reached-
establishments are removing your soul?
You gotta watch out for Nails R Us. If you got any construction needs, don't go to them. And obviously, just the local tavern that nobody goes to. Terrible place. Terrible place, dude.
I'm surprised to hear that about
Oh.
Nails R Us. I get a lot of my materials from there, and now I'm kind of concerned.
That's we supply Nails R Us. Oh my god, I have to.
I bet you would supply tons of people though, right?
We need to go talk to JingleBerry, I think. I'm gonna head back upstairs.
I'm still talking to Hip and Hop. Like, so you didn't even come up with this technology. You just stole it from Nails R Us.
Man, who are you people? Seriously.
Carrie, you grew up. Oh, your brains it's like AI. You're getting smarter as you learn more. I like it. Good job.
Carrie's
Good
like
job.
head is just like slowly expanding.
Yeah,
as he
yeah.
becomes more.
He puts more clay on his head and now he's smarter.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, it's very simple.
That's true.
So you can all go up to kind of catch the tail end of the class, and like the guest instructors are gone, right? As the machine's been powered down, and JingleBerry is kind of notices you coming. Well, class. Look, for those that have finished into the kiln, and you come back next month, and then we'll see how they turned out.
Wait,
Thank
you
you,
supposed to
everybody,
walk
everybody.
into the kiln, or you just said those that finish go into the kiln? I thought the pottery stuff.
Projects.
Oh,
dear, projects.
okay. I was having
Yeah, don't worry,
flashbacks
there's
to
a-
a different witch that threw
There's a
apparently
safety
kids
mechanism.
into the oven. So sorry. Go ahead.
No, I built a safety mechanism. You try and put any person in there, it immediately clamps shut.
Well, what about Carrie?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was going to ask, do you have a larger kiln? Because I have a lot of clay added to my body, and it's going to all fall off if I don't bake it on.
That's true.
Well, maybe you can just kind of hug the side of it a bit. It does get quite hot.
Is it hot enough?
Mom, I
thought
don't
can
think
leave you
that's,
here
I don't
overnight
think that's
if
how
you-
it's going to
I don't think that's
work.
how
If you can kind of like
bake
scrunch
clay.
up. Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
true.
what about all the clay on my head and on my shoulders? It's not going to reach. It's not going to touch the oven.
You might have to
I
do it
really
in
would
segments.
prefer to-
Just stick your head in there for a little while. I think we can work
Or then the
something out.
arm, and then the other
So
arm.
you have to close it. Won't it burn down your
Well-
establishment?
Well, no, it's pretty well contained, and I can. Listen, we'll work on this. Okay, I'll make an addition.
It's fine.
we'll
It's
figure
fine.
something out.
Don't go to any trouble.
Maybe you can change the thing down there that someone doesn't know about to like funnel the heat, because
Well,
it looks
that's
large
what I was
enough
wondering
to
is
hold
if you have a
Carrie.
larger kiln.
Yeah.
What thing? Oh, Gil, you're
Oh
fine.
yeah, Mom. There's
goodness.
a whole like evil cult going on in this town.
I'll
Apparently,
explain. So at Nails Are Us, they created a machine that removes the soul from any person who has any skill or ability, and uses that skill to their own advantage in the form of a small trophy doll. And
Right,
these,
the one that's
these-
on your shelf. That's what it looks like right over there.
they're very good little figures, very detailed. They look exactly like the person whose soul was removed. And then Hip and Hop stole this technology and put it in your basement.
We have a basement?
yeah, I was surprised too.
You should probably check most of the shelves in your house. Just saying.
Did you have did
There's
Hip
secret
and
doors
Hop
everywhere.
make you any friends or like figurines for Christmas? That like matches
No.
your favorite customers?
Come to think of it, I've got a few. Well,
Yeah.
You might want to.
I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss.
Yeah.
I guess we're probably gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah. But also they deserve raises and they deserve to be teachers now, even though they did all this bad stuff.
Well, I didn't say they deserve it. Maybe they could be forced to do that as punishment, so that we don't
Oh, that's true
send
too.
them to jail.
That was-
So we don't have to pay them. Very smart. This was.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Here, it's just an idea, man.
Well, through what started as it isn't pottery night, the four of you have successfully uncovered this cabal of talent stealers that exist in Shiverton, and you've tipped the first domino to bring the whole mother down. So well done, everybody. And
this has been fun, man. Best
despite
out of all
the
the five.
lack of guest instructors, future classes are still just as popular. Everybody certainly cherishes JingleBerry's outlook on the craft of pottery. Well done, everybody. Well done.
Can we describe what pottery we built?
Please. Yes, absolutely.
So Carrie has made a hideous tube torso with like 4 tentacle arms coming off of it. That's meant to be human and doesn't look remotely human. Just looks like a Cthulhu monster. And he's named it Jake.
Very funky. I like it. I think you got
Yeah.
the funk level. Yeah.
Oh,
Cheese
yeah.
the funk meter.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Dandelion has created a oval-shaped plate, but not even perfectly oval. Just think like a homemade flatbread. And somehow, inexplicably, it is always tilted to the left, no matter what surface you put it on, no matter where it is. It's always tilted to the left.
Are you left-handed? Is Dandelion left-handed or?
Dandelion's ambidextrous. Most dwarves are.
Okay, cool. Maybe it's just the axe hand. I don't know. That's cool though. I mean,
I hadn't thought of that. You would build
Yeah.
up your axe hand if you kept using the same one.
yeah,
I'll have to take up bowling with the other.
yeah, and just just watch out when you eat peas. I think that's the only issue, right? Peas and meatballs.
What did Mary create?
Oh, my witch dog. See, I'm not talentless, y'all. This is very cute. Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah. Thistle Whistle has started emulating Gil's vases, and he still doesn't understand that they are fully bongs. Is just making them to look extremely similar. So they're not actually as functional as bongs, but they look really cool as long vases.
I love the idea that JingleBerry's shop becomes famous as well for bongs, but never realize that people just keep coming and buying this pottery, and they're like, yeah, I love your vases. They're so good.
Yeah.
The stoners coming in like, I'm here for the vases.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good. That was very good. Well, this was awesome. You were all fantastic. This was so fun. And yeah, like I said before, like I'm just really looking forward to this book. The prompts are just fantastic, and it's just nice to. Obviously, I put my own spin on it, obviously, but
Oh yeah, no, it was great.
that's great.
I love
for it,
that.
right?
That's the
Thank you,
idea.
thank you.
The idea is you can take anything that you might have already worked up, or any settings that you've used in other things that you just really like, or settings from whatever book or system you're using, and just kind of integrate it. But you've got a really good system kind of in place for that session 1.
Great. I mean, I think you can apply. I mean, this one specifically, obviously, you could apply this well into whatever campaign you're like. It doesn't need to be even session 1. If you want to, the party wants to go have a pottery night. Why the hell not? We just adapt it into wherever it fits into your story. I think it's great. It's just
That's
awesome.
fair. I like that.
Let's give
I
a
like
round of
that
applause
you-
to Leland, who did an
thank you,
amazing job
Yay.
as
Thank
game
you, thank you.
master.
So good.
Took this like
I appreciated that
random-
you
yeah, random thing.
even
and
what,
did
like
it.
because when people do start in a tavern, they do sometimes stay in the tavern and make the adventure happen in the tavern and under the ground of the tavern. And you followed that type of idea of like, we don't have to go to far away out of town to a dungeon where there's a cursed thing.
Turns out, yeah.
We can just go right here. There's shenanigans in the pottery house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's something different, which I love. And I love that you can basically add it to anything that you're doing, and it'll fit right in. Bladio says, I always struggle with coming up with a good idea for session 1. So pumped for the book. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so why don't we go around, tell everyone where they can find you next, what is happening with the Incorrigible Party Podcast, Leland?
We are on the brink of our second campaign. We wrapped up our long-running, like 4.5-year campaign at the end of 2023. So we're kind of we have new, fresh characters, and we definitely have a lot of backlog. So I think campaign 2 should be a great jumping-in point for anybody that might be new to the show, because there's 207 episodes of the first campaign to get through. But we're all really looking forward to kind of having a fresh setting and a fresh city to be in and fresh characters. Super excited.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Anything? Well, we'll have AnnaMaria talk last. Shay, what's happening with y'all?
Sure. I'm currently working on a tutorial for the board game Hegemony. It's a very kind of heavy asymmetric economic game, which models like class warfare in a way. It's like middle class versus the working class and the capitalists and the state and all that stuff. Very intriguing kind of game. So I'm teaching that one. That's going to be coming out in like a week or so, something like that. And then in the near future, though we don't have a specific starting date, but Board is actually going to be doing an actual play RPG show as well. And we got some really cool things going set up for that. We have a studio space that has a full green screen room, and we're going to be basically projecting all of the environments that we were in behind us while we're playing the game and stuff like that. So it's going to be a very cool setup that we got going on. Hopefully that will be starting in, I think, like a month. We're working on it right now. It's just, getting it up soon. So Above Board TV for that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's awesome. That sounds very, very fun. Joe, what about you?
I will be streaming puzzle games on Mondays with Ambi Rona on my channel and her channel, and I'm studying some game development engines that I'll plan on streaming some of my process of learning them, as well as my development of some of my earliest games that I'll be starting soon.
Awesome. And AnnaMaria?
Well, I mean, mostly I'm running this campaign for the next couple of weeks. I am starting to do some development on future projects because Violet Daisy's got quite a few in the pocket, as it were. I don't know that I'm going to anything soon, online or not online. On the 11th, Fallout, the entire series comes out, and I'm going to take the whole day off and watch that. That's the cool thing I've got going on this week. So.
That's awesome. For me, I'm thinking we're going to raid into Happy Capster, who does a lot of fun things in playing Stardew Valley. But for me, there's a panda right on my nose. I love that. Anyways, for me, today's Tuesday. So Thursday, Phantom and I are going to be playing a game together, as we always do at noon Pacific. And then this weekend is Tabletop Live Weekend. We are trying to raise money for Extra Life, which is they help children's hospitals across North America. And so please join us. We're going to try to get some giveaways. We have a lot of fun streams happening, and it is Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific, all the way through Sunday. And I will be streaming on Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific with a designer of a new game from Kids Table Board Gaming, and I'll be giving away a pledge of the Kickstarter, so you'll have to check that out. And then on Sunday, I will be with Bree, and we are going to be playing Planetfall from Arcane Wonders, also giving away a copy or two of that as well. So please come check it out. Donate if you can. If you cannot, please go ahead and share the love. I'm gonna start the raid. And also don't forget, y'all, that You Don't Meet in the Tavern is currently on Gamefound. Please go check it out. Please follow all my guests. They are absolutely lovely. Thank you to all the Incorrigible Party podcast people that's in the chat. It has been so much fun. Thank you also again to Leland for setting this up in less than a week, y'all. He is amazing. And everyone for coming in last minute. It was very good and very fun. And if you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel and hit the like button and give us a comment. We are trying to build up all of our YouTubes. All of the links to everybody will be in the description below. I'm just going to say all the things forever, wherever you're going to be seeing this content. We're going to cut it up for shorts and stuff. So, well, not shorts.
Instagram reel.
But for reels and stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's not Gil shorts, that Thistle Whistle was eyeing the legs. But you know what we're saying.
Gaps are covered.
Yes, and do not worry for all those who are surprised of Leland's covered arms. He will be uncovered on the next podcast.
Next time, I promise.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your week, and we're going to head out. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.